Okay, so let's check these things out and see what's going on. So these are the programs. We won't need these, only to load those in. I'm just going to load in the sequences, which will load in the programs and the sequence. Let's go to the black kit first. That was pretty quick. Nice. Okay, let's see what we have here. I think it was 4 bars I heard. Yes, it was. We got 4 bars. Play it from the top. Okay, we got it. So we're going to hear something here. I want to hear this without this other stuff. I got to hear what's going on inside the drums and know what kind of samples we got here. See what we like and what we don't like. Because you never like everything, really. Okay, let's see the first sample. What? Okay, this is a bass drum with percussion tied to it. Okay, the next one's going to be a snare by itself. A hi-hat. Whoa. A hi-hat with percussion. Bass drum. Like an old stick. Another hi-hat with some percussion in the background. Okay, let's play this back. Okay, we got the idea. So I want to see this sample right here. Let's go to here. Okay, we can see it right there. So let's do something here. Let's see something real quickly. Can I cut some of the stuff off of here? Yep. So we're cutting some of this off, that's for sure. Got it. So this has to be in and make the little sound, bobble up, bobble up, bobble up. Okay, we got it down. So these are the samples that are actually in this sequence here. And this is the black kit. And let's go back to home here. Our pads. Our bass line. Let's get that bass line up right now. And we'll play this back. Matter of fact, let's turn other stuff off. Because I don't know if I'm needing any of that. I want to just hear back what these bass sounds are like. Okay, so we're going to notice here too, we have a track. These are just the drums. So I'm going to come back to look for the bass. Here you go. Here's the bass right here. And this is going to be a separate track number 4. So in this case, I prefer to see the mixer so I can see if these drums are really worth it. And I get to here and I want to look for what's going on. Okay, so here's the bass. That's it there. Okay, so we'll see here, they're all distorted. So this is distorted. All the same distortion applied to each one of these. Let's cut them off. See what's going on here. Okay, we got the idea. They're distorting all these sounds. I was curious about that because it sounded a little weird. So always check when you check these sounds that you get from these companies. When it's an expansion pack, there may be some effects applied to it. You're hearing it back. You think that's how the actual sound is, but it isn't because there's an effect on the sound. Let's put these effects back on. Go to here, 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 and here. Good. So now we understand that. Good. Let's go back to where we should be at. Okay, right here. And let's close this out, this hip-hop distortion effect that he has here. There we go. So we know there's an effect on the bass line. So let's go to the next one here we have here. That's what that is. Okay, that's that little hit. It's a tom hit. Okay, what's this here? This says keys. Oh, there you go. And it's a vocal. And this has nothing, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and look at it in terms of tracks. Maybe there is something going on for it. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got it. Now, there's something else going on here, and it's that voice. So, the voice is where here? So it's going back and forth, left and right. Now, that's obviously, I believe, a pan of some sort. It's pretty simple because it's just going back in rhythm and in time to the BPM. Okay, so that's 88 right here's our BPM. Let's check this out. We're going to go right back to the mixer again, and then we're going to hit this pad. So if you can't see the pads, I come down and look for my pads. I want to see my pads, so I come up to here. I may want to go to here, right here. Good. And my pads for the vocals right here. You got to investigate these things half the time. Oh, here we go. So we got this thing going here. We got the frequency shifter. Then we have this delay sync. Let's see, can I move this? There we go. And then we got next reverb. A large reverb here. Oh, there we go. And then one more we got here, and this is an auto pan. So auto pan's here too, which is kind of cool. So we got these 4 effects on this one sound. So the original sound, let's hear that. We're looking at samples now. Look at the sample. That's quite different compared to what we also heard before, right? Okay, so that's the difference there. So that's almost everything here. And of course, this has effects on it too, the keyboard. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because when you actually get an expansion pack, you want to know exactly what you're getting. You can keep, and you can probably play with in some way or another. So always check out whether there are some sort of effects on what you're hearing to make sure, you know, if you want to get it or keep it, whatever, you want to make sure you know what you've got. So this is the Breezy Kit we got here. It's right here, and we're going to load this up. It's the MSX Breezy Kit, and let's see how it sounds. Okay, that's good, pretty quickly. And now let's look at this here. I'm going to see that bass drum first. Okay, let's play it. Okay, so I understand that. Stop, I just stopped, that's right. Okay, so we got some samples in here, a lot of different stuff, but usually I want to hear the beats. I want to hear what samples I can keep, what I like, so I want to probably hit them back first. It's a lot of reverb. Okay, so I want to mute from here up and mute these all up because they seem to be effects and some other things also as well, and instruments. So I want to just hear this back here. Let's hear the timing. Turn the metronome on. Okay, this is obviously like a freehand thing. You can tell at the end when the metronome gets to the end here. Right here. Okay, good. We established that. And we know the sounds right here. So we got some sounds. One I'm not too really keen on is probably this hi-hat with some sort of reverb on it. So I don't know what that's doing. But I'd like to check the effects, if there are any effects on here. Oh, there you go. So we got effects here. Let's get rid of these right here. We do have effects in some of these sounds. So, so that sound is not anywhere on here. So let's look at this again and see. It's not being routed anywhere. So that sound is the way it is. And we're going to go back here to our main window. Let's look at the sample editor. And this is that sound, but there's no reverb here. That's it. There's reverb on that sound. Okay. Let's go back to the home. And the sounds aren't bad. So if you're going to save some of these sounds inside of these extensions, you can always do that. Just keep the extension the way it is. I'm always looking for whether an extension is really worth it as far as the sounds matching up and whether they provide something for the listener, you know. So I'm going to back in here. I'm going to get rid of the real stuff here. Oops, that's solo. I'm going to do mute, 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 mute. Get rid of these instruments here and play it back.
You don't stop. You don't stop.
Okay. What's this here? Okay, we got 4 different samples to make up this little melody that's in here. Let's mute out some of the stuff here. I'm curious about one thing. Are they going through effects? Oh, you hear it right here, right? What's the effects here? Oh, you can hear that. Wow, that's deep. So it's providing a ring effect here. That's the SP1200 ring effect. Okay, and then we got, what else we got here? We got this gated reverb. We got a high pass filter and a frequency shifter. So we're doing a lot to that one sample to give it that effect. So if you're going to take the sample off, get rid of the effect and see what you really got. I always look for that, particularly when you get a kit and it starts doing that. Our first kit was like that, and this kit's the same way. So I'm going to pull this off and all the other effects off. I want to see how this whole thing sounds without these effects tied to it and make sure it's something I might like or keep. You never know. And I still have effects on, so we'll turn this off. I'll turn everything else off. I just want to hit these sounds. Okay, good. So obviously you can see here, I'm in a different mode. So I go back to here. And, of course, turn these off, on rather. Yep. That's the bass sound. So let's play this back again.
You don't stop.
So these effects are still on here. Oh, hear that? That frequency shift is doing its job.
You don't stop.
Okay, yeah. And so the bass had some sort of distortion. Put it back on, and now I hear the bass again.
You don't stop.
Okay, when you're going to sample this bass or keep that sample, be aware of what effect was on that. So that's the sound there. We understand where all these samples are. And it's a groove. And if you like it, you can buy it.
You You don't stop.
Okay. So that's the Breezy Kit, and it's different. Okay, our next part of this expansion, as far as the sequences are concerned, is called the Dreamy Kit. Let's load this in. Okay. So again, we don't see a lot of information here. Most of these kits have like tracks. So there's a drum track, there's a dreamy music track, there's a bass track, there's an O vocals and an vocals, and that's it. Let's hear this back. Oops. Go right in here. Okay, we got the idea. A lot of stuff going on here. Some of the same stuff, a lot of reverb and different things are going on here. So a lot of times when I look at an expansion pack, I'm curious about getting samples actually and seeing if I can use them. In this case, you may be getting them to play with the samples in the way they are. So I have no idea. We all have different taste. But I want to just play these sounds back. Yeah, everything's different. So there are effects in some of these sounds. Now, when it gets like this, what I normally will do, I'll just go to the mixer because I have no idea what's going on. I got a mixer up here, and I'll hit the sounds from here to the bottom. Well, that's the sample itself. Okay. And play it back. So some reverb applied, but nothing going through a send. So those samples have effects on them. Always my problem is samples with effects means I can only use it in a particular song at a particular time. And I can always add effect on my own. I hate to actually have samples with effects on them. I have no idea what you guys like, but that ain't me. So let's go to here. Oh, you can hear it in the back. Look at that in the background of this noise here. I would prefer to probably go to here and gate it out like this. Boom. Or just get rid of it rather than gate it out here. And now play it. But see, I can still hit a reverb. I can still hit a reverb there. I'm not really into that. So anyway, let's move it back to where it was. Go to home again. Here we are on home, and then let's hear what this other stuff is really doing here. I want to hear what this other stuff is doing. I probably want to mute out this stuff on the bottom to get an idea of what really I can use, or what I can really use, rather, and see what works. More distortion again. Yep, here's the distortion on it. The real sound. Put the effect on. Okay, so I don't like that effect either. This is made for one specific use. So this is how the track sounds. You may like more of it. I'm not too sure if I will or would actually, but this is it. And this is a track called Dreamy. So those are the samples, those are the sounds on here. And this is inside of Soul Provider 1. Okay, the next one we have here is going to be MSX Amour Kit. And that's at 82 BPM. Let's load this in and see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. We have only one track. Cool. Before we had a bunch of different tracks. So let's hear this back. Oops, let me get back in here again. Okay, this is so disjointed that's hard to really understand it for me. So, I guess it's some sort of idea. Now, this is a kick drum, a snare, hi-hat. That's a nice hi-hat. That's nice. Whoa, that's a splashy type open hi-hat. Like almost a mechanical drum. Almost a gunshot and a snare drum. Whoa. Hats. More hats. A chop with an effect. Those keyboards might be good if they have no effects. So I gotta find out if there's an effect. I'll go back to the mixer. There are no effects in here whatsoever from what I can see. Nothing here on these tracks. There's no effects sends. And I always want to check this out first, whether there are effects anywhere, whether these sends here, like here, is sending an output of a sound to some sort of effect processor. So that's not happening nowhere in here. And I can go back to where? Let's go back to here. And I see nothing down here for any effects either, or any output. 1 and 2. So we're good to go. So let's go back to my main window here at home, and that's it. So all these sounds have their own effects applied to them, which I don't really like, because if I want to get an expansion pack, I would like to actually get the original sounds. You apply the effects internally, and I can take the original sounds and play with them, you know, and use them my way. But in this way, you're sort of locked into the effects and how to use the sounds, which is, I guess, okay, but I'm looking for sounds and also to do both. And this is the Amour Kit. And the last kit here in our MPC Beats Soul provider is MSX Starship Kit. And this is the sequence right here as it loads in. And apparently this is all one sequence, I think. One track on one sequence. Yeah, it is. All the data has been put into one track, has been input to one track. And it's in this Starship sequence. Let's hear it from the top. Oh, let me get back in here again. Okay. Now, let's see the samples. Whoa. What the hell's that? This is it? Oh, this is that noise right here. See that? The noise is here. So it's in the opposite side of the other one. I have no idea what that could be. That might be the right side. This is left, this is right, we'll say, right? And this is that noise I just keep hearing. So there are noises on these tracks, which is different for me. Yep, it's on the right side. That's a clean sound. Okay, that's like a open hi-hat. Close it. What the hell's that? Kunga slap. More keys. That's spacey for sure. Space science. Okay. Nice deep little sound. My main problem is disjointed. I can't tell. Matter of fact, let's put the metronome on. Oh, I see, just sort of skipping almost like a record. Okay, that's enough of that. And that's that pack right there. So there isn't much I can do with this pack. We can hear the sounds back. There are no effects. So these sounds have so many different noises on them. Except this one. Like little noises from the actual device or keyboard. Ooh, it's too loud. Okay, we understand this right now. So if you like this kit, you can probably get a hold of it. It's about $10 US. And the samples are different though. Yep, very different. And this is the Amour Kit in Sole Provider 1.